Welcome to Operation Data Analytics. Today we're going to cover the sum function in Microsoft Excel. The sum function can be used to add multiple cell values together. For our first example, let's say that we want to add up all of the values in column C, which represents our sales amounts. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to click on cell F1, and then I'm going to type equals, sum, and then an open parentheses. Next, I'm going to hover over column C, and then I am going to left click, which is going to select the entire column of C. The final step that I'm going to do is go ahead and close the parentheses, and then I'm going to hit enter on the keyboard. So now you can see that the value of 55,300 is now being displayed in cell F1, which is the total amount of all of our sales represented in this range. In our second example, I'm going to show you how to sum up two columns together instead of just a singular column like we did in our first example. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this function, and I'm going to type equals sum, open parentheses, and then again, I'm going to left click on column C to select column C, but then instead of closing the parentheses like we did the first time, I'm going to go ahead and type a comma, and then I'm going to left click on column D as well. Now I'm going to close the parentheses, and what this is telling the function to do is it's telling it to go add everything in column C together, and then add everything in column D together, and sum up both of those values. So when we hit enter, then we're going to be left with 59,171, which is the total value of all of these cells in column C and column D. Now let's say that we just want to sum up the values for specific employees on this report. Let's say, for example, we just want to see all of the sales amounts for Jack Harrison. I'm going to go ahead and type equals sum, open parentheses. And then what I can do is I can actually click on specific cells that I want to add together. So for the first one in cell C2, I'm going to go ahead and left click, and then I'm going to type a comma. Then I'm going to find the next cell where Jack Harrison exists, and I'm going to left click. I'm going to continue to do this all the way down until I've selected every cell where Jack Harrison has a sales amount corresponding. The final step is going to be to close the parentheses and hit enter on the keyboard. As you can see, the total value of F1 is now showing 18,900, which is exclusively the sales amounts for Jack Harrison. In our final example, I'm going to show you an automatic function that Excel has where it actually automatically adds up any values in a range that you actively have selected. So I'm going to go ahead for this example and click on column C. And then in the bottom right-hand corner, you can actually see that Excel has automatically summed up our selection and is displaying 55,300, which is the total amount of sales in column C. That's everything we have for today's video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to see more content like this in the future.